Okay, there we are. Hello, everyone. This is my channel. My name is Stasia. This is for the Lunar Along, and everything is linked in the description. But we can have my co-host introduce themselves. So go ahead.
All right. Hey y'all, I'm Rylan. You can find me at Escaping Through Novels on social media. I've been a host this whole time, but this is the first live show that I'm at, so that's super exciting.
And I'm Danny. My channel is Danny Marie Reads, and that's my Instagram too. And I'm here again to host.
All right. So I would hope you guys can read, but if you don't know what we're doing today, we're talking about Cress. This is the third book in the Lunar Chronicles. So our third live show. If you missed the first two, I have those linked down below if you would like to rewatch them. But yes, so Cress, how did we feel? Let's start simple. Let's start with ratings.
Let me go first. Okay, I gave it 4.5 stars. My favorite one of the series so far. Yeah, loved it.
Okay. Beautiful.
I liked it. I've been thinking about how I've rated all of these, and I enjoy them, but I don't think I enjoy them as much as other books. So I think I probably would have given. I don't think we ever talked about our ratings for Scarlet, but I probably would have given Scarlet a 3 or 3.5. And I think this one's also a 3.5. I liked it a lot. I liked them more than Cinder.
Yeah.
I think it's because you read fantasy and this is YA. So you're kind of it's fine.
Yeah, I'm and I do like other YA fantasy. I gave These Violent Delights 5 stars. I really liked that. But I think it is. I'm used to so in-depth stuff, and then I'm
Yeah.
this is fun.
Because this very much touches the surface and our characters are all really young.
Yeah.
So I give it 5 stars. I loved it. It is also my favorite in the series so far, but Cress is my least favorite girl.
Oh, interesting.
I think, okay, if I'm going to be honest, I think the audiobook ruined it for me. Her voice, I could not. I was like, she's so high-pitched, and I'm like,
yeah,
why?
That's funny.
That's fair.
But Cress is my least favorite girl. I just found her really whiny, which makes sense because, she had no human interaction. She was very much isolated. She is the youngest.
Yeah.
Cress is not my favorite. So thoughts on Cress?
Cress.
Huh?
How old is Cress?
She's 15 or 16, I think.
15 or 16.
I don't know. I looked this up.
Thorn.
Thorn is only a year or two older than her, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I think it's 23. Maybe that was Wolf.
No, yeah, Wolf is the really old one.
I was
the really old one. He was what, 20?
He's 22 or something. I don't know.
I didn't know any of this, so glad you all caught that. See, I loved Cress. I think in terms of rating, mine's probably Cress, Cinder, then Scarlet. And I don't have anything against any of them.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I just Cress and Thorn, once Thorn grew on me, I just fell in love with both of them, and both of them together just made my heart happy.
I think I've liked the book more and more as we've gone on. I think Cinder was good. There just wasn't enough characters for enough POV for me to be super engaged, because really all we went off of was Cinder and I. But then
right,
we started getting more POVs in Scarlet. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm really into this now. I just needed more going on.
My favorite girl, I guess unpopular opinion, is Cinder. I love Cinder so much. I don't know. So we have some Cress fans here. But to clarify, Cinder is 16, Scarlet is 18, Cress is also 16. Okay. So I don't know how her and Cress and Cinder being the same, but it's fine. Winter is 17. We obviously haven't officially met her yet. Kai is 19, which is illegal that he likes Cinder, but it's okay. Thorn is 20, which is also illegal for him in Cress. Jason is 19 and Wolf is 25. Why is Wolf so old?
He
It's
is old.
It's fine. Nothing has to be okay in a book.
Like,
I mean, it's not like they're doing anything. Like,
No.
correct. I
like
mean,
what's the
okay,
most
so
that happened was Thorn kissed her.
Wolf and Scarlet were kissing after knowing each other for like 60 seconds. And I was like,
They've
why are
been
you guys
through a
kissing?
lot. We were talking about
It
that
doesn't
last
matter.
time, how her book literally took place in like the span of 3 days. And they're
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
being alpha, and we're like, okay.
And now, like, he's like falling apart and like dead on the inside, which I'm like, because he's like, he thinks that she's dead, but I'm also like, you've known her for like a week.
Yeah, but I think it's also like, I don't know, because Wolf has like obviously like those packed instincts, so he's
Mhm.
probably a very much like if you know kind of person.
Yeah.
But I'm
Because he
surprised that
does-
Scarlet
yeah.
just went with it so quick. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
honestly.
yeah, so okay,
Dang.
so we talked about Cress as our main character and our ratings. So let's talk about Jason. He's also a new character that came up here. Do we like Jason?
When Jason came into it, I was like, and then it was like, okay, another guy character has been added. And I was like, is he actually going to be a character? I was like, you know what? I think he's going to be the match for Winter. I think he's going to be the pairing. And so
Yeah.
then, like, I was right. And I'm so mad that I didn't say it in the group before.
Because Winter is
Yeah.
the girl. Is she in the girl in the cage with
princess.
Scarlet at the end? Yeah, okay.
He's the other
Yeah.
princess. The one he's like, I'm gonna protect her.
Right.
Yeah. When he was talking about it, like it didn't ring to me until they had that conversation where he's like,
Yeah.
wait, you're not loyal to me? Like I'm the princess.
Right.
Cinder was so confused, but yeah, so Jason is with Winter.
Okay,
Well,
but the thing is,
I
I
guess
thought
we'll
Winter
see.
was a lot younger in that one scene where she's with Scarlet. I don't know why, but I thought she was like really young just because of
No, she
what
acts
was
like she's
going
like
on.
12.
It's
Yeah, so
because
I was
she's
really confused.
crazy. It's
Right.
because she's saying that
Yeah.
she sounds very young because she's like,
right.
Because they
Not
have to make her like crazed.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's how she's supposed to be as a character. I think so obviously she's gonna help Scarlet escape at some point, or that's
Right.
gonna happen. And then they're gonna meet up, and I think after they meet up, Winter finds Jason again. I think her personality is gonna completely flip. I
can
mean,
see
you know,
that.
if she's in the group and she's still talking about candy and stuff, being weird, you know, maybe I won't like her. But I think when she's out of that setting, it'll be better, or she'll be
Well,
better.
basically, she said that she was going insane because she refused to use her lunar abilities. So
Right.
Yeah.
gonna have to like accept who she is and use her lunar abilities, or that they made several comments in this book that like no one should have that, or Wolf was like, no one should have this power, like no one should have
Yeah.
it. That kind of makes me think that they're gonna find the technology that like suppress the power and like just suppress all lunar power.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
That's my
I don't-
theory.
I mean, maybe. I don't know how in depth this book goes, but I think if anything with Winter, she's gonna come into herself after meeting Cinder.
Yeah.
True.
Like they're gonna like
Cinder's
team up.
using
because what's the doctor, he like he didn't go crazy, but like he was getting really, really weak because he was suppressing everything for so long.
Yeah,
he was kind of
So I
they
don't-
did was kind of going crazy.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
and I
I
feel
think
like
with
if-
Winter, that's what's gonna happen. And she's gonna meet Cinder. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we're the same, kind of, you know, crazy parents." And I think
Yeah.
they're gonna try to help Winter be like, "Hey, it's okay to use your ability, but not overuse it." Because I think
Mhm.
like their main thing with them not wanting to use their ability is because they obviously don't want to become like Levana.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's my theory. I mean, she might also stay crazy the entire time. So there's that.
If she
I
does,
think we'll
I'm
get
not gonna
very
like
annoyed.
her.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like her, but I think it's like kind of entertaining to like read her like or like I'm interested to see if it actually has a reason, because she was like, oh, I asked for a sign that he was okay, and they gave me a sign, and then I saw you, and your hair is on fire like the sign, so that means you saw him. And I'm like, clearly that's true. So, like, is she going crazy?
Yeah, do
like,
you think maybe she just knows too much?
Yeah, and so when she was talking about the walls bleeding and stuff, and I was like, is that like actually happening or actually like symbolic for something?
I
I'm like,
think
I want to know more
well, when
about
I
that.
read
Yeah.
it, when she was talking about the walls bleeding, I read it as she knew that there was wars going on. Like she knew people were starting to die. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
guess
sense.
that she talked about how it all, like that she had seen it for a while, but I don't know if she was saying like it just started, as in like when they just started the attacks on Earth.
That's true. I guess you never really know. But
Yeah.
I
Maybe you would
really
or
hope that she does not stay that way, because I might actually hate her.
Yeah.
I work with children all day.
I
I do not
agree.
need to come home and read about a child who is actually a teenager. But that's fine.
just-
That's fair.
What happened in Cress? Let me refresh. The doctor. Let's talk about the doctor, because he
Yeah,
broke my heart.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
sad.
things in here that I don't expect. It gets kind of like unexpectedly brutal at a lot of points. I did not. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they're gonna find like an antidote, and then I was like, oh, he's really gonna die, and they're really not gonna like Cress really not say like I love you. I was like,
But I get it. Like, she couldn't say it.
Yeah.
She didn't know him.
I liked that because it was,
Yeah.
I think, a real thing,
Yeah.
and like the conversation that she had about it. But that was like, I don't know, like a really hard topic for like a YA book. I was like,
Yeah, it is. The fact that
Wow.
you just met your parents and they're like dead, basically.
Yeah.
It's not a
Right.
very light topic. I mean, I guess it's not as bad. Like, it's basically the same level as Cinder, where we met Peony and she died like right away.
Right.
yeah, I guess nothing really or no, yeah, and then Scarlett's grandma died.
Yeah, so everyone dies.
Oh yeah. I didn't care about those necessarily.
If
But when
I
the
cared
doctor
about
died,
Peony because I thought she was gonna be a really fun character. I didn't care about the grandma. Like, you were there for like 2 seconds, woman.
yeah.
It was sad for Scarlett.
Yeah, like you could see like she didn't even know like how to carry herself, but she knew she had to.
Yeah.
So that was like a turning point, like mainly for her, I think. And then now we got Dr. Whomever.
Yeah, I was sad that he died.
I
Also,
was sad too.
that he was her dad.
Yeah, I did not see that coming at all. And it
No,
kind
I
of
was-
makes sense as to why she kept talking about being given up.
Yeah.
Because
And
she was
he-
like, oh, like
how he
they took
felt
me to go. Yeah, they were like, they gave me away. They didn't care about me. You know, they basically sent me away because I'm a shell. But
Mhm.
like in reality, that's not what happened. So like
Yeah.
at first I was just like, oh, she's just crying about being a shell. But it makes sense as to why it was brought up so much, because obviously there was that connection made.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I was
That was
sad.
really I was not surprised at the like reveal that it was like biological warfare. I honestly like forgot that it wasn't biological warfare. I like assumed that was assumed, and then I was like, oh, I guess this hasn't been confirmed yet, because I was just kind of that the whole time.
I didn't necessarily know that they like created it and was like using it on them, but I did find it sketchy that they had a cure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Lunars were the ones that carried it. I was like, okay, like this a little
I'm just
sketchy.
slow.
No,
I
I
didn't
didn't notice that
like it.
either, actually.
But okay.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the ships.
Like
Okay.
the couples?
Yes, all the
Yes.
couples.
Oh, okay. I was like, I didn't know if we were like actually talking about like the spaceship or like
Oh.
the couples.
No, I
don't like
was
Kai.
just because I'm excited
Kai,
for Ryland's thoughts on all the couples.
I love Kai. I know that like Stage is like he doesn't understand and what's going on. Like he's so slow to figure things out. But he reminds me so much of Cal from the Red Queen series. I don't know why, but he does. And I love him, especially at the end of Cress. him and Cinder in the boiler room or whatever.
Okay,
I'm like,
I can get behind the ending of Cress where they're like talking, but he was still slow then.
Yeah.
Where is she?
Yeah, I
Where's the
know.
princess? You found her? Like, are you kidding me, Kai? Like, are you dumb?
Honestly, can we talk about the fact when he was like, yeah, you're right. If you had told me you were a cyborg, I would never have talked to you again. I was like,
yeah.
oh my God, when
Who
we
is
were all
this guy?
out because we were like, he would have still liked her. He would have still liked her. And he's like, yeah, no, I definitely
Yeah,
never would.
if I seen your leg, I probably wouldn't have came back. That's rude.
Okay, he does not have a very good way with words, but he's a teenage boy. So, like, are we really surprised that, like, that?
But okay, I think
Yeah.
it just bothered me that he was so slow. Like in the book, we have all these chapters. Everyone knows what's going on. Everyone knows to protect Cinder. We're working with Cinder. She's gonna beat Levana.
Yeah.
And then we go to Kai, and he's like, "Oh, maybe she ran away to find her." Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, you're on this? Like, he's literally like a whole book behind.
We found that out in the first book, bro.
Like, literally in this book, he was like, wait, his whole thing is like, let's start looking for the princess again. And I was like, okay, like, this is literally back where you were in the first book.
Yeah. And then he
That's
eventually
fair.
got to the second book because he's like, oh wait, he went to Scarlet with the grandmother who had
Yeah.
maybe she's looking for the princess. I said, oh my gosh.
What bothers Kai is that when he's in these like meetings with like prime ministers, he's
All
like
the time.
just so like he's like, oh whatever, I don't care, or like says like stuff like that to
He's
Levana.
a child, this one is.
So embarrassing. I mean, she is like I can't imagine. I'm just imagining being an adult with like this 15-year-old kid in the meeting. Like, this sucks, and it's like, this is a world diplomatic meeting. You don't need to be saying this stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah. No. He's not the worst. I did like him at the end, but like his slowness, his whole, not even 2 steps behind. He's a whole 2 books behind. I'm like, come on, give me something.
I don't hate
I still
him.
love him, so it's
but
okay.
I will say I like Jason more than I like Kai.
I don't hate Kai. I'm just like, why?
My least favorite.
Like at the end scene, I was like, oh, he's got it. He's gonna figure it out. And he said, where is she? Are you kidding?
When she was like, she's a cyborg. He was like, okay. And I was like,
she was literally giving it to him, she was in the fire. A lot of her skin got burnt off. She doesn't look like you think she would, she's a cyborg. And he's just like
on the ship, like
right, on the ship. Have you seen anyone else on the ship? And he's just like, okay, I prepared myself. Who is it? I couldn't. I'm like,
I still stand by my opinion, but
you gotta give us a little bit more. I'm
cute.
hoping he will redeem himself in winter and actually be like smart and know stuff.
Yeah.
And be useful. But we'll see.
Okay, to be fair, he was about to marry this witch of a human or a lunar or whatever. Like, he's had a lot on his plate, to be fair. He's a little bit stressed out right now, like just a teeny bit.
That's true. I'll give him that. But if I'm standing in front of a cyborg telling me that a lost princess is a cyborg, I wonder how that happens. But
it's okay. It's fine.
It's fine. We still like Kai. He's just not the best. He's
Not
the
the
youngest, though,
favorite.
so there's that.
Yeah.
We'll give him that. He's the youngest. So
It's true.
Thorn. Oh, I love Thorn.
Okay, Cress and Thorn are my favorite couple now.
They're really cute.
Wait, I have to show you. So I have the new covers, and
are they on it?
So that
they have art.
Side art, and then remember how we hated what I guess I have it back here. What the Scarlet cover was. Jeez, it's like behind my chair. I'm not gonna be able to reach it. Basically, the art was really bad, and I was like, this is not what they look like. This art I'm obsessed with.
Oh, I love that.
Desert
Yeah. With his blindfold. I love it.
Yeah, his blindfold.
Like 30 in this.
Yeah, that's true.
I really like Cress and Thorn. Despite Cress being very whiny, it's fine. She got over it like after she figured out, wow, maybe I should be a big girl now because I have stuff to do. So I got over it. But yeah, I really like Cress and Thorn. The only reason why I don't like them is because Thorn should be mine. But I mean, that's a conversation for another day. So it's fine.
I loved when she was like, you're just really virtuous, and he's like, and handsome, and she was like, and handsome, and he was like, and like, I have beautiful eyes, and she's like, and you have beautiful eyes.
He's literally Flynn Rider. It's hilarious.
Yeah, you're right.
Like he
was really
is.
annoying. He annoyed me in Scarlet like a lot. Like he was just too much from the very beginning. But he grew on me in Cress. And him and Cress's like interactions, like the I'll kiss you, like, you know, like whatever, like I'll give you, make sure it's the best kiss of your life or whatever. I was like, I knew it was gonna happen. But I was just like, yes.
My gosh. I could not
talk about how excited I was when they were like, there's only one bed. I was like, yes. Yes, and then
yeah, sorry, they didn't get there.
I know.
But then he just like walks in on her in the shower and was like, your singing is beautiful. And she was like, I'm naked. He's like, cool, do you have a washcloth? I'm gonna like
I know, he's like, I mean, doesn't affect me. I found it very like I wasn't well, I guess I don't know why I would expect it, but I didn't expect for him to be blind the entire book.
Yeah.
I kind of
I kept waiting for it to come back.
I think it was like a big hit to his ego to like
because he was really reliant on other people.
Yeah. I think that was really, really cool for his like character to go.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. I was like, oh, it'll like fade or something, and he literally it did not. It was there the whole time.
Right.
I'm kind of sad that he's getting it back, but
I'm not sad he's getting it back because I think when he gets it back, the interactions between him and Cress are going to be that much better.
True.
Yeah, agreed.
I know he's going to have a cheeky little line where he's like, oh, so this is what I've been talking to the whole time.
Because he hasn't like seen her like really in person yet.
Well, he's seen her, but
like,
then they were fighting.
Over the screen. And then he went blind when like he came over and
but the
so
thing
he's
is,
like
he's
seen
never
her for like 5 minutes.
Short hair either.
Yeah. True.
Because he cut it
when
when
you
she was blind.
When you said there's gonna be some cheeky little lie, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought you were about to say like that he's gonna be like, no, I still can't see. Can you like help me? But like he really like can't.
Oh, I mean, he could play it that way too.
It's gonna happen. I hope.
I like Cress and Thorn. I think like they're very intimate, but not in like a I want to be your alpha in 3 days kind of way.
Yeah.
He's like
agreed.
He's just
he's like, no, I don't think he's like, I don't even think I'd know love if it was like in front of me. I was like, don't
I know, and Cress is like trying not to cry.
She's obsessed. She's like, I love him. Never met him. I love him.
Yeah. But he's cute. And
true.
Like, he wasn't the person that like she thought he was, but she was like, I just love him even more now. I was like,
yeah.
Like, insta love, but not really because she was like obsessed.
No, it was very much insta love.
Time.
Well, I guess not really because she did her research.
Yeah, I mean, she was obsessed with him for forever, and then he came into her life, and she was like,
"Yeah, I really liked them."
Foundation.
I liked the scene besides the kiss. The kiss was amazing, but I actually liked the scene towards the end where he was trying to brush it off like it was nothing when he was asking her to put in his eye drops, and I was like. That's just like it's an intimate moment to like be so trusting of only her.
Because he's like never done that. Like he's never like had to rely on other people. He's never like trusted others unless it was like for his own benefit. So yeah, that was really cool.
He's very much been a lone wolf. Yeah, but I love them throughout the entire book. He's like, can you describe it? There's buildings, and he's like, all right.
Describe the people. It's always about the people. I loved him.
I love this scene when she was shooting with him, which I was like, also, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. Why doesn't she take the gun and shoot it? Also, there's no way her aim is good. I was like, this is romantic, and I love it.
I feel like the main reason why he kept shooting and she didn't, it was probably things like recoil, like he knows how to handle a gun. But I was just like, they're such a good team. I love Cress and Thorn. I really do. Besides the fact that she's a literal child, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine.
it's okay.
They're all children.
Yeah, they're all kids, except for the ones.
The girls are all so much younger than the guys. I don't like
Yeah,
that.
I just
Wolf
realized
is
that.
25.
Yeah, and Scarlett's like what,
Thorn-
19?
Thorn is 25.
No,
Wolf is
that's
25.
yeah. Thorn
Well,
is
Thorn is 20.
20,
Is 20. Okay.
but Cress is 16.
Okay, when I was 16, I was trying to get my driver's license. Like I was like barely like, I don't know, like able to do anything on my own. And so
Yes.
dating a 19-year-old guy, like I don't know. That would not have happened.
Imagine as a 20-year-old, like talking to 16-year-olds would be like, okay,
Yeah.
they're way younger than me.
Yeah.
But it's like,
But I also don't think that they have that profile on each other because like a lot of it was kind of thrown together. Like obviously the closest couple is Cinder and Kai. They're the closest in age, but they knew of each other. Well, Cinder knew of Kai, like his age and everything. Right now, the roles are reversed. Cress knows how old Thorn is, but I'm pretty sure they never had the conversation on how old Cress is.
yeah,
and
and
It's not like you can see her and tell.
You're getting his
some
woman.
20-year-old hanging around a high school trying to pick up like girls. This was like events that pushed them together.
Yeah, so
and
it's
that-
not really a
Yeah.
weird situation in like a predatory kind of way when you think about it age wise. Like if you're not focusing on age and you're looking at the story, I think it's fine. It is very weird to me that Wolf is 25. I think that is the weirdest one to me. Because he is very
He doesn't act like he's like that old, I guess.
Yeah,
Like, he
he
still
acts
feels
like
like a
Thor.
teenager. Yeah. He acts like
Yeah.
like despite the fact he's all broody and grumpy, whatever. He still is like a teenager.
yeah. He doesn't
But I
act
love him. I love Wolf, but
But I also
liked him
think a
more than
lot of
Scarlet
Wolf's like childhood and stuff obviously got taken because they were doing
Right.
the experiments and stuff on him.
yeah, I think he easily could have been 21 or 22, and that's like
He could have.
Would
I
have
don't know
been
where
good
these
still,
ages
yeah.
came from. I know Kai's age was mentioned, but I don't know how.
I'm
fans
sure
know
that
the rest of the ages.
you just have to pay attention and not be reading it last minute before.
3 times speed.
Ooh, yes, I'm reading it at 3.15.
Like I'm reading on
That'd
3
be
times
nice.
speed on Living, and I was like, it won't let me do that, but it doesn't. It's not a button option.
Correct,
You have to,
with a swipe.
Oh yeah, you have to scroll it.
I was like, yes. I've been waiting, and it was like literally a week and a half ago. Like, you're getting it soon. You're the next in line, and I didn't get it. And I was
hate
about
that.
to. I was like, do I buy the audiobook? Because I also bought the physical book, and I was like, this is insane. And then Friday night, I finally got it, and I was like,
It's okay. We got it. We worked through it. It's fresh in our mind. We know exactly what happened in the book.
true.
Definitely.
I
I
mean,
just
kind
finished
of-
like 2 hours ago and it's already.
Yeah,
Actually,
same.
I schedule for once, Sasha.
But it's fine. We'll figure it out eventually. It's fine. Okay.
I'm excited
so,
for the next Queen Levana story, right?
I'll be very
Yeah.
curious to see if I like her any more than like I dislike her right now because I don't like her.
No,
Obviously, we're not meant to
like
like her.
I'm
I'll
excited
be
because
curious.
so I'll be able to read it quickly, and I won't have the
Yeah, because it's only 200
Yes,
pages.
I already have the audio, so we're good to go on that.
Yes, it is next week. So you should get on that soon if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But
I'm
okay, so we
sorry.
talked about all of our couple. No, we have not. We have not talked about Wolf and
Scarlet.
Scarlet.
Oh.
They weren't
Okay, they
together,
were like even together.
so I
Yeah.
felt like the
And I think
background-
that was so cute. Like the intensity in Wolf wanting to find her. I was like,
Does Scarlet
my
even
heart
think
is
about him
breaking.
ever? Like I know she's like controlled for some of it.
I know.
Like,
I
does she
don't
ever
think she got
think
the
about Wolf?
opportunity to think about him.
So
Yeah,
Okay,
she was being
I just was
tortured
wondering.
the entire time. Well, first of
I
all,
mean, yes.
whatever her name is, Cress's person, like the lady, she was
Sybil.
like controlling her to like drive the ship and
Course.
stuff.
Right.
So she couldn't really think about him then.
Okay, but like in the cage, like she was just so focused on the candies, and then she like
Well,
blacked out or
I think
whatever.
Winter was in her face. She couldn't think about it because
yeah.
she woke up and Winter was there.
Yeah, true.
And then
Yes.
they got off of their scene. But I
And then
hope
she ate the
when we
candy.
go
I
more
don't know.
into
But
winter,
Wolf,
then we'll
like-
see how badly Scarlet wants to find Wolf again.
Yeah.
But I think she thinks he's dead. Because he got
They
shot.
think Scarlet's
And then-
dead. They think Scarlet's dead, right?
They don't necessarily think Scarlet's dead because they know she was captured. But I
Wolf
think
thinks-
Scarlet thinks Wolf is dead because he barely made it.
And Wolf's convinced that Scarlet's dead. Like she
Yeah,
won't
because
listen to
he's
Cinder
saying
and all
like
them.
Levana's not gonna keep her.
Yeah.
Right.
But honestly,
So he
like,
thinks-
you're right. Like, Scarlet hasn't even thought about Wolf. I don't think
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like because like Marissa Meyer could have easily like inserted like one little thing, you know, like where she
Yeah.
gets like a respite from the mind control and consent
I mean,
for like
literally,
2 seconds.
she could have woken up and before the thing started with Winter at all. She could have
To
said
just
something.
reaffirm that she still loves
Wolf
Wolf,
literally,
even if she
Wolf
won't
thought,
say it.
like, where is Scarlet?
I know. He was like, "What happened?"
I'm like, where is she? I can't
And then
tell
when
her.
she like came to it, yeah, it is weird that she never said anything about. She didn't say anything about Wolf, and there's a wolf in there with her,
Yeah, I thought that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't
No, but
mention it.
she did dream about him. Remember, she dreamed about him, her grandma and him. She like cut the wolf in half, and then the two halves of the wolf stood up into people, and they were her grandma and Wolf. She was having like a nightmare.
I
vaguely
must have
remember
missed that
that.
completely. I did not remember that at all.
It was right at the end, so it's probably at the part where you're like, okay, let's get
Okay, we're in the end game. Let's just get it going. Oh yeah, that's crazy. I do not remember that.
She was
Yeah,
having like
me
a
and
nightmare. She was
Maxine.
being chased by a wolf, and then she like cut it into two, and then the two pieces like became her grandma and Thorn. And then she like woke up, and Winter was like, "Were you having a good dream or a bad dream?" We couldn't tell, as in her and the wolf.
Oh, so she
Okay,
did think about him.
Yeah, she was dreaming
Do I
about
count that though? I don't know. We'll see.
Kind of.
conscious thought.
I
I mean, I
loved
would count
Wolf
it.
a lot in Scarlet, but I don't know how I felt about him. Like maybe he's just grouchy all the time without Scarlet or whatever, like being there.
He's
But,
literally
like,
such an ass.
He's just
Like,
grumpy.
excuse my
I love-
language, but he is such a dick without her.
But like when like you know Cress is like twirling around her new dress, he's just like, let's go. And I was like, bro, be nice to her, please.
That was funny.
She's
He's
like
so
10 years
rude.
younger than you,
Like-
but like please just be nice.
Yeah, no, he really needed to figure it out because even when they were trying to escape from Africa, he was like, I don't even want to do this. Like, are you kidding me? We're all going to die and you don't even want to help us? Like, really?
Yeah.
He's just like, and then he has the audacity to get mad at Cinder for starting to use her lunar. But you're just here like,
Nah.
But he was the one who said who wanted to train her, right? At the end of Cinder or Scarlet or whatever, he wanted to train her.
right.
They were working together, and then he gets mad at
They
her
were, but
for
I
using
think-
them.
I think the only reason he was mad was because he wasn't fighting her. So she was basically just controlling a body. But
Yeah,
she needed to. He wasn't gonna do anything.
right.
Oh yeah, no, he's really mad for no reason, and it's kind of annoying me. Like, bro,
If he
get
doesn't
this
get
mad
a
this
good
woman
character
because he's
arc,
good.
if he doesn't get a good character arc in Winter, I will be upset because I
I
really
think
love
he
him
will
in Scarlet.
because right now, like there, he's literally okay. He's a dog. Like he's missing his alpha man, a woman, female.
And no, I feel that's really accurate because honestly, in this book, he's just constantly like in any battle scene, like he's being taken over by Cinder or taken over by someone else, and he's like only useful when someone else is like taking over for him. Like he can't really like do things on his own.
Yeah, so hopefully he grows up, being the oldest and all.
Yeah.
He is 10 years older than Cinder and Cress, or almost 10 years older.
Yeah.
Which is a weird.
So he really needs to get it together. I was annoyed with him too, but yeah.
I did
so,
like the part. Sorry, where they were like
No, go ahead.
at the wedding and they were like eating like the hors d'oeuvres or whatever, and Cress had one and like Wolf was at 6 or something like that, and like it was in parentheses like Cress
Oh,
1,
that was-
Wolf 6, and I was like, I mean that's fair because he was always eating in Scarlet, but
yeah.
Also, another thing like that I laughed at when Thorn was like, I think it's like 3 drops 4 times a day, or maybe like 2 drops 4 times, like 3 times a day, and then the actual one was like neither of them.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yeah, he goes, I don't know, it's over there. I think one of my favorite like Thorn moments was when when he obviously had just found Cress and everyone again, and Cinder comes in and he goes, "Wait, Cinder?" I'm just like, I don't want to laugh at you because you're blind, but you have no idea what's going on. Oh, I think anytime Cress needed to describe anything to him, it was hilarious. He goes, "What's happening now?" And they're like, "Stop talking." He goes, "How many of them?" "A lot." "But like how much?" "Stop talking." And he's like, "Okay, well, I can't see." So
I'm like, why are they bringing this blind man along? Like,
oh, I know. It was so funny. Like that just whole standoff scene where they were like, "Stop talking," and he's like, "Chris, how many?" Oh, I love Thor.
Yeah, he provided the comedic, the humor amidst all the awful stuff going on. So we appreciate
Yeah, he was
that.
definitely the like comedy relief.
Yeah, the comedic relief, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was definitely his character. But
have you guys read the Shadow and Bone trilogy?
No.
You both haven't. He reminds me of the Prince Lancelot. I can't think of what his first name is now, which is really bad because he's like a very main character. But basically, he's like everyone's like favorite character, and he's like who Thorn reminds me of. Is very like witty, and sarcastic, and like funny.
Yeah, I love him.
I love Thorn. Thorn is just
my opinion changed because when I first met him, I texted it in Lunar that I was like, "Thorn's annoying," and you were like, "No, he's not," or just wait or something like that. And then you were right.
I mean, he is kind of annoying.
I didn't like
because he always has something to say, and most of the time it's not useful information.
Yeah.
But I just think he's so funny. I'm just like, you are funny. And then we have Kai. We like
I'm just gonna leave
there's
now.
a triangle, and all the guys are literally a point. We have the guy who won't stop joking. We have the guy who takes everything seriously. Calm down, Wolf. Go eat something. And then we have the guy 10 steps behind.
Yeah, who's just doesn't get any of it. Poor Kai.
And Jason's just there.
Poor Rylan, we're just hating on your mans.
It's okay.
I mean, he's fine.
Right.
He has set himself up for redemption now that he's like, so tell me the plan. That last line, I was like, yes. And they were like, we're going to start a revolution. I was like,
the revolutionary. I know.
Ready. So, I mean,
I'll try to read Ferris.
Make up for it.
Yeah. I want to read Ferris like this fast, like super fast, like in the next 2 days so I can start winter. No, but I want to start winter this week because I want to know what happens.
Oh, when is our winter? Well, the thing is, I can't start Ferris until the end of the week because I don't want to mess up my schedule. So I need to read it in October.
I don't care at this point. I'm over it.
Because I can't put it in my October TBR, but then it'd go in my September wrap up. I don't know. I mean, I think too hard about it, but it's like 200 pages. I know it's going to be like
it'll be quick.
Yeah, and winter is at, I think it's the weekend before Halloween. Yeah, winter's on the 24th of October. So you have basically a month if you were to read it now. So I mean, we also say that we give us enough time and we still started 2 days before. So who am I to talk?
Yeah, that's absolutely what I'm about to do.
But okay, do we have any final comments? We talked about our characters, our rating, the couples, some events. Did we miss anyone? I don't think so. Because Levana wasn't really in this one as much, so we don't really have much to say about her.
I'm not super. I'm excited because it's short, but I'm like,
I'm not excited to read it if I'm being honest.
I don't like Levana, and I don't want to see her back. To be honest.
Yeah, when I finished Cress, I was like, I don't even want to read Ferris. Like, I want to go straight into winter, but it's fine. So apparently, this is how you're supposed to read it. So
yeah,
we'll read it as 3.5.
Hopefully, it'll be okay.
But yeah, there's no chapters, so good luck with that. But I'll probably end up doing it in one sitting anyway. It's literally her story for 200 pages.
I'm probably just gonna listen to it on audiobook.
Yeah, the audiobook I think is only like 4 hours or something. Let me see.
It's not bad.
The audiobook is only 7 hours. So it's going to take you like at max 3.5 hours.
Like 3.5 or 2 hours.
Yeah, but I'll probably go faster than that. Like I would most likely finish this in one sitting. Like, well, as long as Lanton doesn't talk to me.
It's like a day and a half of commuting for me, so that'll be my plan.
Yeah.
Down on audiobook.
Yeah, I think Ferris will be easy. Hopefully, we don't have to push it back. Because if we push it back, then that means our live show for winter will
Because
have
winter's like thick, right? And
Yeah.
winter's big.
Winter's the biggest one.
So I'm gonna have to start that earlier. Okay, we can do it, right?
I don't know. I've said that after every single live show.
I truly believed it after Cress, and then it's not my fault that the audiobook didn't come in on time.
That is true. It is
Right.
not your fault. I mean, you did have the physical copy, but it's also not your fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I did have the physical copy that I could have read at any point.
That was me in Scarlet. I was like, should I wait for this audiobook? Maybe I should just start the physical. No. Let's wait until 2 days before when I actually get the audiobook. It's fine. The audiobooks are good though.
Yeah,
They're so good.
I like it. Besides Cress and Winter's voice. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I can't. The high pitched whiny.
The Winter's voice in the physical book, so I haven't even heard it in the audiobook yet.
Yeah.
I hope I can stand it.
Winter's so annoying. The audiobook. No, literally it's bad. Sounds like a literal child. But like I said, I'm hoping that it's because of her like charade situation. Like I'm hoping she doesn't talk. Oh my gosh, if she talks like that the whole book, I will cry. The next book is hers, which means she's gonna be in it a lot more.
But at least you have like the rotating perspective, so we'll get to see Cinder and Kai and Wolf.
That's true. That's true. But she will still be talking a lot. Like there will be whole chapters for her.
There's only 12 POVs. We're gonna like just keep adding more every single time. Because we had Aiko in this one. Aiko had a few parts. Dr. Erland had parts this time too. So like it was also the couples and the side characters too were also jumping in.
Yeah, but I feel like we didn't get a lot. Well, okay, I think we only got like 1 or 2 chapters from Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the most we had was from Cinder and Cress. We barely had Scarlet because she's out here getting tortured.
Yeah. But it's just like she is slowly adding more little chapters.
That's probably why it's longer, is because we have more perspectives to watch.
Yeah.
But I like that it doesn't get repetitive.
Yeah.
Like it's not like she's telling the same scenario like 12 different times. So I don't mind it too much, but yeah, I mean, I like it. Let me see if this has any questions worth asking. But it's
so I have
not
a theory.
that great.
I almost forgot to say it when you brought up Aiko. So they mentioned like 2 different times in this book that they were like, you're the most human android that I've ever met. You're like a really, and then it was like, oh, she was like shaking in anticipation. An android was shaking in anticipation. I was like, none of the other androids act anything like Aiko. Like even remotely close to her. I think that maybe like she's like human or like human consciousness trapped in a chip or like something different than an android. I think they're like
She's not a working android, is what they were saying in Cinder. She's like a personal android. That's why she has like more things to say. She's not like she is a worker because they bought her to work, but she's more of like a maid than an android.
Okay, so maybe
she's there to like fix up the house and stuff.
That would make sense, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
That makes my theory.
She's low-key annoying.
She's entertaining. She's entertaining. I think she's entertaining.
She is entertaining, but her voice too. Oh my god.
Her voice is a little. But I mean, it makes sense though because like, I don't know, Android or whatever. Like, it made sense, I guess, that her voice was like that.
Yeah, it does because of what she is.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know about her voice.
By Sarah J. Maas. Have either of you read it?
Wait, which one?
Crescent City.
No, it's on my bookshelf, but
blood. There's like in it like this like little like sprite or fairy companion, and that Aiko reminds me of them a lot.
Because
but Aiko's like a little more annoying.
Aiko can get really annoying. Like, girl, if we're trying to fight, just shut up and fight. Stop
I goes
asking
like,
questions.
yeah. She's like, it's so good to meet you again, Emperor Kai. And it's like, Aiko, girl, you're in a different body. Clearly, he doesn't.
Oh my gosh. The way at the end when Kai came in, don't let him see me like this, girl. You are liars. That's what you are.
What do you expect to happen? Like, she's very set on her and Kai having a relationship when clearly she knows Cinder likes her. But I was like,
Right.
Plot twist.
but
Aiko does end up with Kai.
you're
No. I would
oh.
DNF.
Me too.
I'd be
I don't
done.
want that.
Yeah.
Here's the plot twist. This is what's gonna happen. Aiko is gonna end up with Kai because Cinder is gonna die, and Aiko is the closest thing that Kai has to Cinder, and he's like, you know what? At least someone loves me.
You know what? I like that.
Nope.
I'm behind that. I would be happy.
She said no.
Nope. I would
know that's not
walk
gonna
out the
happen.
door.
There's way too much
and be
art
done.
with Cinder and Kai, but
If she makes
I'm
one
gonna
of these
write a
main
bad
characters die, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, if any of these main people die, I will be very upset.
Because you know that
someone
it was
has
like
to.
during the time that these books were written, like Divergent Hunger Games, is when the authors love to kill off their main characters.
At the end,
Like, yeah, I got the end.
Someone-
so if someone dies, I'm
I
done.
think someone has
One
to.
star.
I
Yeah.
get one star if it's Wolf.
If it's a
No.
wolf, I got. That's fine.
I don't want it. I'm afraid because I feel like the most likely is going to be like Wolf or Scarlet. Because
Fine, I don't care for that.
No, I would rather be Kai or Cinder. They're like my.
I would
my-
not want Cinder. Cinder can't die.
I mean,
If
she can.
anything,
She's
she's gonna be
based
the one
around
person
her.
everyone makes sure stays alive.
Yeah.
Because she is the princess.
Unless the reason why they introduce a second princess being Winter is because she does.
Stop.
She said, "I'm on her." Leave
I'm on-
studio.
I want to hear your theory. I'm gonna scream. Like, I will literally throw my phone across the room if any of this happens.
Okay,
I'll
if
have the crystal
anyone
ball, so I'll
dies,
just-
if someone needed to die, oh, maybe. Okay, maybe this would not hurt you. Maybe it's Jason.
I mean, I don't know enough about him to like. I don't like him right now.
Yeah,
personally.
because he's like a main character. Like, he's a part of the group now. He's obviously going to be more prominent in the next book. So maybe he dies. And maybe that's when Winter's like, I need to use my lunar abilities.
Guess we'll
Turning
find
point.
out.
None of this is going to happen, probably. It's fine.
He's not.
Maybe I'm a better story writer.
now. I feel like someone important to the readers is
If
gonna
it's
die.
Thorn, I swear I will vlog me setting the book on fire.
No.
I will light the book on fire. I swear I will. I
would
might
riot.
go out and buy another one later, but I will set the book on fire. I really
I
will.
would riot. What, 10 years after this book comes out?
I would literally never recommend this series to anyone if Thorn dies.
We
Oh,
grew
have you
up-
read the Lunar Chronicles?
Oh,
Yeah, I have. Don't waste your
Now,
time.
we hate this series.
I would hate it. That if Thorn dies, that is the only way I want Star. I don't care if he goes heroically. I don't care if everyone dies. Thorn is not gonna die. If he dies,
Yeah, there's no
it's
way.
pitchforks. I will be mad if Thorn dies.
My money's on it's probably going to be Wolf, which I'm
I
upset
think
about.
Wolf.
I like Wolf. He's like my second favorite behind Thorn.
Well, that's because Kai's dumb.
Yeah.
So it's really
Yeah.
hard to like him. I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna
I like Kai more
put
than
over here.
Jason.
One
I'm
of
not
us,
a fan of him. He might change because I mean, Thorn. My opinion on Thorn changed. So hopefully, Jason will grow on me. But as of right now,
I mean,
I'm
like
just
I
very.
said, like, I am so ready for Kai to redeem himself now that he's actually up to speed and has nothing to figure out anymore.
Mm.
So I think he's very much going to redeem himself. I was mad at him when he was mad at Cinder. Like, let her talk. She's trying to tell you something. You kidnapped me,
Yeah.
bro. Calm down. Pipe
He's like,
down.
you need to. Also, I was like, him being like, okay, I'll marry her. I'm like, are you dumb? She's just going to kill
I
you.
was mad. I was
Oh.
mad, but like because I wanted him with Cinder. Like, I
Yeah.
was so upset when he announced it.
I mean, I like them together.
Also,
I
how
think-
old is Queen Levana?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably, I don't know.
Like, I think
Wasn't she,
she's
like,
old because
Right?
she was
Four?
going after his dad.
Yeah, 40s or something, 30s. Way older than he is.
Girl, ugh.
Yeah, Levana is 34 to 36.
Gross.
Yeah.
Makes
Okay,
me
so this is better. Cinder is 16 on the verge of 17. So she's almost 17. Kai's 18 on the verge to 19. Scarlett's just flat 18. I guess she doesn't get a verge. Wolf is
His
somewhere
birthday.
between 19 and 21. So he could be older, or he's younger than we thought.
19 or 20. Okay, yeah, that's
19 to 21. Thorn is 20, 21. Winter is 17, close to 18. Jason is 19, 20, and Levana is 34 to 36.
okay.
I think that's more accurate. Because I'm like, there's no way that all of these people are babies. Oh, Cress is 17. So technically Cinder's the youngest. But she's
Okay.
she's almost the same age as Cress.
I like
That's
those.
better. That's better than Wolf being a whole 25. I don't know who said that. They're liars. But, oh, I like this book. This is my favorite book. I don't know how Winter's gonna. Oh, I keep forgetting I have to read Ferris. Ferris is gonna be like 2 stars, I'm pretty sure, or like 3 is gonna be like a fine book.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting anything from it. She's trash. I don't want to read 200 pages on her, but it's fine because it'll only take me 4 hours. But I'm excited for Winter. I am excited for Winter. Unless
Because
Thorn
that's
does.
like the last big book, right? Like that's like the
And then
last
we have
major.
Stars Above, but those are just like
Right.
novellas.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And I think it's novellas on each of the characters. And that's supposed to
I'm
be
excited
read
for that.
last. So I don't know if it's like a epilogue sort of thing.
That's what I imagine it is. Kind of like this is how the couples.
Like a wrap up for like them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know that Stars Above is just like, I think like 8 short stories. I don't know. There's a lot of short stories in there.
Mhm.
And Winter is when the revolution happens, I guess.
I'm excited.
I'm excited because I think it's going to take place on Luna. It
Mhm.
sounds like.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't blame you, honestly. I really don't. We probably won't even have much to say. It's going to be like a 5-minute live show. What was your rating? Okay, goodbye.
We'll probably just keep talking about the couples. We'll just keep talking about.
I know. We'll be like, so what do we actually think? Now, I'm sure we'll have stuff to talk about. Like, did your opinion change of Levana after reading it and
Yeah.
stuff? But, yeah, we will see. But that was a bit of a longer live show. But it was a bigger book. We have more characters and stuff to talk about. And more people talking. So, I think it's fine. It's not too bad. But, yeah, so I guess we will wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us for Cress. Again, both of the previous live shows are in the description, as well as my co-hosts, if you'd like to follow them. The next live show we have is for Ferris, and that is on October 3rd. It will be here again, same time, most likely. Be on the Discord. If anything changes, it'll be there. So, yes, so that will be the next live show. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for reading with us and being active on the Discord. And we'll see you next time.